Good morning. So it's been a bit of a while, but finally dragged myself out of bed early in the morning and made it down to St Bennett's Mill, which is just off the back end of Thurne Mill, which hopefully you can see behind us there. And we're joined by Martin and his wife with us today as well. Bit of a foggy start, but we were hoping for a little bit more fog than what we got now. The fog is clearing, but we were focusing on the drainage mill just down here as well. Something that I've never been able to get to this side to photograph because it's just a bit of a hike and never really got around to it. Normally we'd photograph it from over on the side there with the boats and we'd shoot over the river, over the reeds, everything. But I thought, you know what, let's try for something a little bit different today and let's try and get on the same side of the bank of the river and see what we can get shot image wise. Yeah, a little bit different. So yeah, I've been shooting for about half an hour, just checking out nature really. Can't hear a thing out here other than me rambling on, birds chirping and squawking, everything else as well. So yeah, it's been kind of nice and peaceful. But yeah, I don't know really, it's a bit of a foggy one, so we can see what we're going to get out today. The fog is meant to be lifting, but about 8 o'clock I think it was, but it seems to be settling in again a little bit more. So fingers crossed we get a little bit more light in the sky just to bring out the whites on the mill in front of us there. With that, with a bit of luck, we can get something a little bit more dramatic than this flat that we got at the moment. So I'm going to jump off for a minute, see what I can get shot and get back to you. Well, I've just changed around my position a little bit, flipped at 180, stuck on the 50-140 lens, opened up the aperture a little bit. I think we're shooting around about f4, f5, yeah, f5. I've had to push the ISO up a little bit as well because a little bit of a breeze, not much. You can't even hear it. It's so subtle, but it's just moving the reeds a little bit, and I'm wanting to be able to capture them sort of still and not be blurring through the photo. And we're going right on to Thurne Mill, which you can see in the distance. Well, hopefully you can see in the distance. It is a little bit foggy again now. So the fog lifted and it's just come back down again as well, which is perfect because I'd hoped to get a couple of different compositions around here and it wasn't going to work for what I was going to do there. Like I say, I wouldn't have enough time to run back up there and get a photo of that. But I've managed to just flip the camera around and a little bit of compression going in there as well, dropping the shot down. So we're actually cutting off. There is a little bit of clutter just on the other side of those reeds over there as well. But the camera, if we were to drop down any lower, what's going to happen is we're going to have to shoot upwards. It's actually going to tip the windmill back because of the angle of how we're shooting on there basically. So I've gone for 50-50 really. I've gone, rather than dropping down too low, I've gone as low as I can to shoot straight through the reeds, keeping the mill nice and straight. I haven't got rid of all the clutter, but it just means I've got to go for a slightly tighter composition, but I've just swung it around to my left just a little bit more as well, and it's just stopped me from getting all the boats that are on the right hand side of the frame in the shot. And then we've ended up this really nice sort of transition of dark, and then you just got the mist just settling in. You can just pick out the mill in the photo as well, just using the polarizer on the shot as well, because with a grad in there it just comes out as too evident on the actual grass itself as well. I might just drop it down a little bit, just see how that shot comes out like that as well. But yeah, quite happy with that shot there. It's come out kind of nice as well. Shutter speed, let's say 1/5 of a second as well. And we've got a few birds flying around there in the shot. Just seeing if I could get one of those. It'd be nice if a couple just landed on the mill, because the black silhouettes on there would work an absolute charm. But we can't have it all. So yeah, so I'm going to see if I can pick out a few more compositions around here as well, play around with this mist, see what else we can get as well. Not just going to stick in this one spot for the whole session, that'd be a little bit crazy. But yeah, I'm just going to go out and enjoy where I'm at, this other side of the River Thurne here. And you can see that's sort of where we normally stand, just over that side over there. That's the other side of the bank there. And yeah, a whole different outlook on the composition for around here. I'm quite happy with that as well. So I'm going to get myself set up further up and see what I can get. Catch you in a bit. Well, I'm on the last of my battery now, so I'm going to be quick. I've popped up here to the last bit of the mill here, and yeah, fingers crossed, this shot here is going to come out as intended as well. So this has been Thurne Mill. I hope you enjoy the photos from today. And as always, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, share the photography locations around so people can see where to get to on the Broads. And as always, take care and all the best.